This is Damon L. Jacobs of We Love Soaps TV. We're here for 2011 Broadway Cares, the last one. Stay tuned for the interviews and insights you want to see. Ron Carlivati, head writer of One Life to Live. What do you think of the show tonight?
Fantastic. I think it was the best one I've been to.
Yeah, you have probably one of the most multi-talented cast in daytime.
We do.
Yeah.
Incredibly talented.
Yeah, and you have used that to your advantage before with musical episodes and dancing on One Life to Live.
Yes, and every time I see something like this, I'm like, oh, we got to have people sing.
We're gonna do. So now that a lot of the characters are in college, are we going to see like college musical or something like that?
Yeah, maybe it's going to have to be College the Musical.
Yeah.
Lambview University the Musical.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, it's good to take advantage of that, especially because we've seen the cast not only is talented, but able to inspire an audience to raise so much money for such a needy cause.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. I was shocked at the end when I saw how much money they've raised over 7 years. Really amazing.
Yeah. Now, on that note, I'm personally just a little challenged by the fact that this is the last year that Broadway Cares is going to be doing. ABC Daytime's doing this with Broadway Cares.
I know. I mean, it's such a successful venture, and I wish it would go on forever. But hopefully there will be a new evolution to it, and it will become something else.
Right. Unfortunately, I think it sends the message, which is kind of already out there, that for some people, HIV is this thing that's passed and it's over, and we don't need to worry about this anymore. I hear this a lot with the work I do with younger people. What might you say to keep the message alive and keep people aware that this is still an important cause?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a hugely important cause, and I think that Broadway Cares just because this event is ending doesn't mean that there aren't going to be, other events like this, and it's really important to keep awareness of it alive.
Yeah. How do you want to do that? How are you going to do that?
Well, we have a forum where we can put people on television every day, so, we always have the opportunity to tell stories that with important causes like that. We are doing a bullying story right now,
yes.
And
which I love.
It's a great opportunity to touch on some of these issues while we're at the same time having fun and telling fun stories.
Right. One Life to Live was certainly the head of telling AIDS-relevant storylines in 1992 with the showing the AIDS quilt. Might we see more awareness or more discussion about the complications of HIV in Lambview at some point in the future?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, right now we have one social issue that we're really taking on, and you just never know, and it's always an opportunity to do something like that, and I look forward to it.
Right. You saw the show. I think we could arguably say you have one of the, if not the most multi-talented, phenomenally multi-talented cast in daytime.
Thank you. I would agree with you.
They can act, they can dance, they can sing, they can raise millions of dollars for important charities. What is that like to be spearheading such a great team?
Well, I'm very proud of everyone, especially some of the new kids who've never done it before. They just, they got in there and they did a fantastic job. Kelly Missel and who else? So Josh Kelly and Tom Degnan, and they did a great job. I'm very proud for the first time out.
Yeah. Now, do you dance or sing, or are we ever going to get to see you up on a stage? I mean,
I do dance and I do sing, but not in public.
Are there any ways that YouTube clips out there of Frank dancing, singing? No,
not that I know of.
Yeah,
if you find one, let me know.
Okay. One of the things that concerns me a bit is that this being the last year for ABC participating in Broadway Cares, as someone who knows and loves people with HIV, who knows that there's still not enough services out there, what do you think we can still do to keep the awareness alive and keep money coming in for people in need?
That's a great question. I'm not sure what, everyone can obviously make donations on their own and keep that spirit of generosity alive. I think that the daytime community has always been really great about giving back to many, many charities. And I think, it was a decision to move on in a different direction. But, ABC Daytime is always there to support and help people in need.
What can you preview? I know you got things up your sleeve. What can you preview about One Life to Live in the next few months?
No one knows this, but big stories coming for Sean and Destiny.
I'm happy to hear that. I love them both. I'm very happy to hear that.
Everybody loves them too.
Okay.
Yeah, and lots more fun with Tess and Ford. Great John Natalie, Vicky, good stuff for Vicky, and big doings for Bo and Nora.
Very good, very good. Oh, and Erica Slazek has actually a significant landmark coming up.
Yes, on this Thursday, March 17th, is her 40th anniversary.
Phenomenal 40 years. Wow. I think the show is in such great shape creatively, and I mean, you've been working so long and so hard at just getting all this, keeping all this
Thank
going.
you. We think it's great. We think we've got everything in place. You've got the new people that people are getting used to and loving. You've got the veterans that people want to see. They're on every day with great stories. You've got humor with Roxy and David Vickers and Echo and lots of great stuff.
Yeah. Do you ever get tired? I mean, you've been working so hard for so long at the show. I mean, being the executive producer, I don't even think people realize it's not just like 40 hours a week. You come in, you come out.
No,
this is like a tireless job.
I was working all day today.
Yeah.
And
how do you keep the energy and spirit going for this?
I'm really blessed with a great cast that's fun to work with.
Yeah.
I have a terrifically brilliant and creative head writer and the support of the network. That's all you can ask for, and I do it for the fans. And today was such a wonderful opportunity for me to see and meet people who came up and said, we love the show, we're so excited about it, and that's what keeps you going. It's nice. It gives you a recharge.
Awesome. So I'm here with Mark Lawson, who performed tonight for Broadway Cares. How did it go?
I thought it went pretty well. I was very happy. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Are you still enjoying when you get to sing and perform in front of audiences like this?
I'm enjoying it more and more, and I'm looking for more opportunities. So if anybody wants to hit me up for something. So
well, you are on one of the most talented casts in daytime, and a lot of people on the cast have done Broadway and off-Broadway shows while on the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real juggling feat. I mean, that's tough, but I'd be up for it.
Right. Well, how do you feel about this being the last year that ABC is doing Broadway Cares here in New York?
I think it's a shame because I think, like you said, we have a talented cast here and a greatly talented cast in Los Angeles, and I think we should be utilizing them as long as we're raising money and we're doing it for a good cause. I think they should continue.
Yeah.
So
one of the things I do for work is do a lot of education and prevention for HIV. Actually, I talk about vaccine trials, and I find that a lot of young people don't really perceive HIV as a factor that affects their lives.
Well, a lot of young people didn't grow up in the 80s or 90s when I call it the fear mongering, because there was a lot of fear about HIV and AIDS, especially in the 80s and 90s, that it was directed directly at young people. And I just based on the media today and from the shows I see on MTV and whatever else, the kids just aren't thinking about that anymore.
Right. So what might you say to a young person who doesn't think of that or consider that as an issue?
I mean, it's real. It's out there. You have to protect yourself and you have to be smart.
Yeah.
And that goes across the board. I mean, not just about sex, but about everything else that can contribute to you maybe making a bad choice.
That's absolutely right. So do as Mark says and not what Brody says.
That's
because
right.
I don't think Brody has ever met a condom to save his life.
Yes, no, he's allergic to condoms.
He's allergic to latex.
Yeah.
Anything you can preview for us about what's ahead for Brody on the show? There's been so much juicy stuff lately.
Honestly, it's going to continue that way for a while, and some interesting feelings are developing, and honestly, I can't tease much more than that. But there's more to come.
Any big trips for you this summer? Are you going to be sleeping out in the desert again?
My wife and I are talking about doing Alaska this time.
Not camping.
Not camping. She won't do it, but I might have to talk her into letting me go out into the woods for a night by myself.
Okay.
So.